This video is brought to you by the guitar learning platform Fender Play. For more information and a free 14-day trial, check out the link in the description below. What's up guys, I'm Leon, and in case you are new to my channel, I'm a fingerstyle guitar player and I make my own fingerstyle arrangements. Now, I get asked quite frequently how I learned to make my own arrangement, and people seem to think that you need to be particularly talented or have the perfect pitch or whatever to be able to do it. Which is of course not the case. I believe that anybody can make their own fingerstyle arrangements. It just takes, as usual, practice to be able to do it. So to give you sort of a little nudge in the right direction, I will teach you today my method of arranging. Now, it's probably not the only method out there and most likely not even the best, but it's just the method that I have developed over the past 3 years. And it's been working fine for me, and it enables me to make quick and easy fingerstyle arrangements. Now before we get to actually arranging something, we got to get the basics covered, which are the basic structure of a song. Now if you've been making music for a while, this is probably nothing new to you, but I just want to make sure that everybody knows this, because it's quite, well, important and quite handy to know. Pretty much every song follows the same structure. They usually start with an intro, followed by the first verse. Sometimes they even leave the intro out, which makes things just easier for us. After that, there usually is pre-chorus, then the first chorus, and after that it basically all repeats itself. You got the second verse, followed by the second pre-chorus and the second chorus. After that, often there's a bridge, which is sort of a different theme than the chorus and verse. And after that, again the chorus, and then maybe an outro, but they even leave that out quite often these days. So a song basically consists of only 3 main parts, which is the verse, the chorus and the bridge. Which makes things very easy for us, because you basically only have to arrange 1 minute of the song to be able to play the whole thing. Now let's get to actually arranging something. The first and probably most important part is picking a right song. Of course you can play and arrange pretty much any song on guitar, but some styles, some genres just don't work that well. For instance, songs with little variances in the melody. So basically anything hip-hop, anything with rap. It just doesn't sound that nice, because you have to play the same note over and over again. So I refrain from arranging those kind of songs. The other extreme that I'd rather avoid are songs that jump around very much in the melody, like from very low to very high, back to low. Of course you can probably arrange it and play it, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it, especially not for a beginner. For this tutorial, to demonstrate my arranging process, I've chosen Treat You Better by Shawn Mendes. Why, you ask? Well, first up, because I like the song. That should be your priority. You should actually like the song that you are arranging, of course. And also because it meets the basic criteria. It has like the basic structure that I explained earlier, it has a nice melody, and it also has a nice rhythm, which is quite important if you are doing fingerstyle, because percussion is a big part of it. After choosing a song, the first thing you want to do is listen to it until you can't hear it anymore, until you don't like it anymore. You need to know the song inside out. The melody, how long the verse is, how long the chorus is, the rhythm, everything. Then you finally take up your guitar and start playing. First up, you need to figure out the chords, the tuning, and whether or not you need a capo. Now, luckily those pop songs are pretty simple most of the times, so you probably don't have to worry about the tuning. Sometimes you have to tune to drop D. I like tuning to drop D if there's a D chord in it, but most of the time you can just use standard tuning and it's fine. To keep the chords simple, I always recommend using a capo. Now, some call it cheating, and your guitar certainly sounds fuller without a capo. But as long as you don't have to put it at like fret 8 or 9 or something really high up, I don't think it worsens the guitar sound that much. and it makes your life way easier. The chords you can either figure out by ear. If you've been playing guitar for a while, that should be fairly simple for you to do. Or you can simply search for them on ultimateguitar.com. They have the chords to pretty much any song out there. A helpful tip, many songs, many new pop songs especially, consist of the same 4 chords, or you can play them with the same 4 chords, which is A minor, F, C and G. And this is exactly the case with Treat You Better. The guy even tells you here, transpose the song to -1 and put the capo on the 1st fret to play easier chords. So we do just that. We click on transpose -1 down here, and boom, no nasty bar chords anymore. Now that we know the chords, what I like to do is listen to the song and try to play along. Now, of course, I can't play Treat You Better now in the background because I don't want to get copy striked by YouTube, or rather by the label. So yeah, you're just gonna have to pretend that I'm playing along to the song now. You can just do basic strumming like, or just pluck the chords. Like this, and just get sort of the muscle memory going, get a feel for the chords when you have to switch them. So it's really not about playing the melody in the beginning, it's just about playing along and getting the chords in your system. This capo is not really fitting very well right now. Now comes the part that is the hardest to explain, but I'm gonna try my best. Basically, now that you have the chords, you want to lay the melody on top of it. For that, well, there's no easier way to do this, but you have to continue listening to the song and try to, listen, get the melody out of it, and then play it, over the chords, basically. For that, you will have to destroy some of the chords. By destroy, I mean like you have to maybe leave a finger away or add one. But you have to remember that the basic structures are always the chords that you have learned. So for Treat You Better, it would be like... So yeah, as you can see, I still play the chords, but I make small variances to them. Like in the beginning, I play the A minor just as it is. I just pluck it. On that, then you can see I play filler notes here and there. To keep sort of the song going, because the original has lots of like gaps between the melody, so but you still have to keep playing, of course, through these gaps. So I put some random notes there as a filler. There's no really a system behind it, it's just how I feel right now. Like, and yeah, for the melody, like I said, you sometimes have to leave a finger away from the original chord, or add one on another string. Then the usual G would be here, and I play with the pinky on the second string in this case. Probably has a name, this chord, but I know nothing about chords. I know nothing about theory. So this you will do until you figure out the melody, until you can play it like I just did. Until you can play the melody over the chords, basically. I hope this made any sense at all. Probably didn't. It's just really hard to explain. You really just have to listen to the song, try to figure out the melody. You can even just play the melody alone without the chords at first, and then try to lay it on top of the chords. But yeah, just like I said, the important part is to remember the chords are always there. They are the basic structure of it. And then you lay the other stuff on top of it. But the chords are always there. They never change. So when you are done with the chords and the melody, the last part you do is you add the percussion. Now this can get really tricky sometimes. The most basic percussion is of course just like a thumb slap. How does this song work again? So this is sufficient for most songs, but Treat You Better has a really nice rhythm, like with a really nice kick drum, and you need this to make the song interesting, otherwise it just sounds bland. But this is like, well, this is not even arranging anymore. Like, you know that you have to add the kick drum, and probably you know how to do it, but you just need to practice to be able to play it all together. So this is just the practice part, which is the longest part. Like, I can arrange a song in like 15 to 30 minutes, but then I still have to practice it for up to a week to be able to play my own arrangement. Again, coming back to percussion, what you can maybe try if you have a hard percussion part, you can try again to single out the percussion and play it on itself to get a feel for it. I don't even know how to single it right. I have to play it all together. So to single it out, it would be like. Yeah, you can probably try doing this so you again get the feel for it, and then you finally add it to the rest. But yeah, that's basically it. So you basically have the song arranged, and now you just need to practice it until you can play it perfectly. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. This was the first time I was doing like a sort of tutorial. So please let me know if you want to see more content like this and what I can improve. And I see you soon. Bye.